with Robert Garcia. Robert, good to see you, of course, pulling double duty this weekend with 2 fighters. How do you balance that?
Look, we have a great team. It's not. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. My son is in Texas right now with Bam, and he knows how to handle business. So, creating a great team with all the guys that I have. Besides, we have a great conditioning coach, Charles Tremblay, Chepe, Felipe are also involved. My dad's still involved. So it's, just having a great team, we could make things happen.
Is there a fight already locked in for Bam? Has he got to make sure that he's not taking his eye off the prize as well, too, with Cafu in front of him?
Right now, the only focus is Cafu. We have, I know there was already talk about the fight in November with Martinez, but that was between Turkey and Matchroom. Bam is focused on Cafu because Bam doesn't like to look ahead of time. Obviously, we would love to unify the title against every champion out there and become undisputed, but right now Cafu is the main focus, and that's what Bam's focused on.
Get your take on Anthony Joshua, who's kind of waiting. He's in limbo at the moment for the fighters up at the top to have their opportunities and then maybe the belts to fragment. What should he do next? He's not taking the Daniel Dubois fight. Wilder doesn't look like he's ready to step in against him. What do you think AJ does?
Look, Anthony Joshua is a great athlete. He's had a great career, and he still has a couple of big fights out there. I would love to see him fight against Wilder and also against Tyson Fury. Those are 2 huge fights that are going to make a lot of money, and the world will love to watch. So, he still has a couple fights there.
Against Jake Paul?
Look, it's not a bad thing, when Jake Paul's calling him out, and the money will be huge. So it's his business. It's the business side of in the business side. It'll be a great fight, but I would prefer him fighting Wilder or Fury, and I think those 2 fights, it doesn't matter if they're coming off losses or whatever. Both, all 3 of them can fight each other, and that makes great fights.
You got Usyk Dubois over in the UK. How do you read that one?
I think Usyk has no problem winning that fight. There was a little controversy in the first fight, but Usyk still came up with the win, and I think he will do the same again.
And we've got Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. A lot of talk about Canelo slipping and also Terence Crawford having to deal with the weight. How does it play out?
I think Crawford's big enough to compete in that against Canelo. Canelo is a great fighter, has done great things, but his last few fights, he's too flat-footed, doesn't throw too many punches. So I think that's what Crawford's going to take advantage of. I could see Crawford pulling off a decision.
Any chance that either fighter knocks the other one out?
The what?
Either fighter can score the stoppage over the other one, do you think?
I think if there's a stoppage, if there's a knockout, I think it's Canelo stopping Crawford. It's just too big for him. But he doesn't fight like that anymore. He just does enough to win. I think this time around, Crawford with his footwork combinations, I think Crawford could pull off a decision.
Very last thing, Manny Pacquiao, does he get the victory?
I would love to see it because he would make history, but it's going to be hard. He's at 46. It's going to be hard for him to be able to beat a young fighter for 12 rounds. I think Vargas is too big and too strong, and he's just too young. But if there's a knockout, I could see Pacquiao winning by knockout before the 5th round.
Robert, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.